It's either you are going to marry and take care of your man, or you won't marry. Because when you get to that level, you don't get your co-equal, if I have to put it that way. Yes. The man that will also build and be famous like you will not be interested in you.
Yeah.
And the reasons are many, including even age.
And I am also saying that Senka guy no ohuno as important. She wouldn't have even addressed this matter. There are so many people that have DM'd her even when she was doing this sabotage story here and there. But because she did not see them as important. But she came to, even aside replying you, also came to do a whole video for you. Meaning she saw you as somebody influential.
There could be a time that some of the musicians will go to a place that Pastor Chris will not endorse it.
There was.
Yes. He will not be happy that they will be going to certain places.
Okay.
And all those things are part of the reason why he is now coming out like that. I disagree with him, because those people, they have made it to some extent, and they have to eat from whatever career path that they have chosen, or they want to move on. So Pastor K should understand it and now do his thing such that it's either business or you don't help them.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Showbiz Daily's time is here. Once again, when the time comes like this, you know how we do it. We do it in our own ways. My name is Sammy Flex. Roland Amate, a usual suspect, is also seated for us to do our thing. Shagzi, Shut Up Movement Empire, and Roland Reports. Another extreme end, in Team Dodo Solomon is also there. And he represents our online department here at Flex Entertainment Limited, as well as in Dosu Digital Solutions. You know how we do it. We come together to share ideas, to share information, to share knowledge with our team of producers, Theophilus Digosh, Desert, as well as Sam Tuga. You are the other side. You are also part of this. So remember to always be a part of those contributing to the conversation. Let me also use this opportunity to say thanks to everybody who wished me well on my birthday yesterday. I really appreciate you guys, especially Professor Ankonam Rebel. Prof say after the one who said manyinti next time on to cake. Next time, but me I sit in.
Yeah.
The cake.
Big house to Prof. Yeah.
Prof, you understand you are older now, so next time no cake for you. Yeah. Next time sitting. And yeah, I won't stand no sitting.
Catfish and things.
I know, right? Thanks so much, Prof. And let me also say thanks to our sister in America,
Jackie.
Yes,
Jackie Boatin.
Let me also say thank you to Jackie Boatin.
Yeah.
Jackie Boatin, thank you so much. I think on the 1 week, she also sent me some cool dollars to enjoy my life and to cool down my temper. Thank you. Yes. I always forget to say it, but thank you so much, Jackie Boatin. I also appreciate it. Now, let's move on to the rest of the business that we have to do here on the show. I've seen one shocking story today. And the moment I saw the story, I said, hey, what is happening? Who hurt Pastor Chris Oyakhilome? Who hurt him? Because I know to him, he has even believed in music to the extent that he started the Love World Music Incorporated in his church. So what happened? All of a sudden, Pastor Chris is giving it to musicians. Some people even think that Pastor Chris is only talking about musicians who moved from the church to the world. No. He's actually talking about all of them. If you pay attention well, he's talking about all of them. And I have so many suspicions. But first, we'll go watch what Pastor Chris is saying. And when I come back, ask my people that, what do we understand from his statement or from his preaching? Already, George Quay has condemned the statement, saying that it is really, really not a good comment. Something that he will not sign on to at all. George Quay thinks this is an unfortunate comment. And again, others are also not cool with it. But then, how do we also receive this particular message? Let's go listen. When I come back, we'll continue talking.
In probably the last maybe 40 years, or probably a little more, maybe 50, no one has cheated the church like from the music, I don't know whether to call it industry. I'm telling you. No one has cheated the church like those people. What most of them have ever done is to use the church. And if you look at history long before 50 years that I just mentioned, long before then, you'd see many worldly singers that started in the church. They were in the choir, they were leading praise, they ended up in the words. All they ever did was to use the church. They used the church, used the church, used the church to make themselves popular. Either they start a church with that opportunity, or find a way to use that opportunity to make money. Always they're looking for how to use that. Satan enters into their minds to give them ideas how to leverage on the opportunity given to them in the house of God for financial reasons. I've told you, don't give them any chance anymore. Otherwise, they'll go to hell.
Well, so that was during a sermon, like he was in a church. He was preaching. The way people were also nodding their head, Pastor, it's true. The musicians, they are evil. They are the people who are killing the church.
Of course.
Pastor, man of God, they are cheating the system. You know, the way he speaks very softly.
Of course.
Oh my goodness. This one, Chemo, you start this conversation.
Because me, I do the work of God.
I know.
Yeah, so
I know.
It's good that I'm starting this one. I also disagree with Pastor Chris. And I understand him, but I disagree with him.
Okay.
The reason why I understand him is the fact that he needs, apart from the personal experience that he has had with some of the musicians, I think from the beginning how churches were created or that kind of thing, there was no business part of it. For those who were participating church activities were doing it purely because they want to go to heaven.
Okay.
Yes. But we have moved from that stage to a point that
People don't want to go to heaven again.
we will go to heaven, all right, but we still need
compensation. We want to enjoy on earth as well
for the participation of church activities that we are doing here. So I think that's the transition of the whole church thing and how we think about church now is the problem for Pastor Chris.
Okay.
You know, he was helping them. I think I heard that he has stopped the record label that he
he stopped then?
Oh, he stopped. Yeah, exactly.
So then whatever I was thinking about.
So I think the transformation, he is not so happy because in his head he was helping the musicians to build their career or whatever. He was
for them to also come and build the ministry.
Yeah, exactly.
But then the musicians saw the music business and they realized that no, if I want to do music, it can't only be in Christ Embassy.
Yes, exactly. And
that's where the confusion came,
I guess.
Yes,
and it cannot always be that any time that you need me, I have to appear.
Yes.
because
Yes.
I've heard that it has happened before.
Yes. Yes.
He was calling for certain musicians.
Sinach.
Yes, and they didn't come, or she didn't come. And after that, he was like, after helping you to get all the fame, to get whatever that you have now, you don't want to honor me when I call you. And that's the problem. So there's a conflict between doing church work and doing business.
Something happened.
And that's why for me I understand him, but I disagree. And my disagreement is the fact that some people, this is how they survive. This is their career path. You as a pastor, I think some people can question you how you make your money and how you live your life.
Yeah.
But it will boil down to the fact that this is how you also survive as a pastor. Even in the Bible, they say that the oyenya medjuma no.
On paper is aqua.
Or no one no did you. Those who are working for God, they eat from whatever that comes to God, as they call it. The same way, those who are also singing for God should eat from it. And so for me, I think he is saying it from his personal experience after investing in some musicians, and those musicians, for whatever reason that he wants them to behave, they have disappointed him.
Yeah.
So he is not happy about it. And for the musicians, they are doing business. They are also trying to survive. So they can't just go by your ways when they are not getting exactly what they feel that they need. I think sitting with Pastor Chris, maybe they can negotiate and get some good compensation from him. But the other things may not be favorable to the musicians.
Okay.
Pastor Chris may be able to pay them the money that they are looking for. But moving with them, going wherever that he goes, and doing other things may not be favorable to the musicians. They may also want to get to other places, get into other churches, sing, have more fans or followers on their side. But Pastor Chris may not be happy. Say, or no, or Pambone Osubempa. O Wabetunum Ama or Pamboa, their chan also go Osubempa, sorry. Especially when Opambo is the one or investing in you to be a good musician like you are. Now Wabetuni Mama area also ko Uzubempa or Cotoni Mama. Ewa bro no Uzubempanka. And I think this is what is happening here. There could be a time that some of the musicians will go to a place that Pastor Chris will not endorse it.
There was.
Yes. He will not be happy that they will be going to certain places.
Okay.
And all those things are part of the reason why he is now coming out like that. I disagree with him because those people, they have made it to some extent and they have to eat from whatever career path that they have chosen or they want to move on. So Pastor K should understand it and now do his things such that it's either business or you don't help them. The way that you think you want to help them, for them to help you or do whatever that you want them to do, it won't happen like that.
Okay.
So for him, he was more sentimental than trying to say that this is what is happening. The instrumentalists and musicians are cheating the church. We can use the same argument and say that pastors are cheating the church, but I don't think there's the need for us to go there. Everybody should be on their lane, and then let's all enjoy. That's what I would say about what is happening.
Well, personally, the moment I watched the video, I said to myself, these guys have shown pepper to the man of God. Because if he had not been shown pepper, he wouldn't come and speak like this, especially after investing in a record label. A record label that became so big that he has even been advising that, let's look for the right people to manage church record labels. Now today he turns around and he's saying, musicians, they are cheats. They are not, they are only looking for their interest. They just want the fame. And that will be all. Our man is hurt and we want to know who hurt him.
Love arts? Look no further. Tetekwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tetekwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
Ro, take over from there.
Amanda, he's extremely hurt.
No, he's hurt too.
And as at last year, October, he sacked everybody from the record label. Yeah. This story stems from last year. It is not even 2025. 2024. He sacked everybody.
He's only preaching about it now.
Yes, he's only no, he even talked about it last year.
So the video
is the last year video.
Oh, this video is the last video.
It's not 2025.
It's now that people
people are now seeing it.
Whoa.
Because I saw this video somewhere last year, when he was complaining. It was a full sermon talking about the conflict after they getting the popularity. That is his problem, or that was his problem. He was saying that yes, he helped you, made you who you are. Now most of them have become very popular, and because they are popular, now other people are also seeking their services. And sometimes they conflict with church staff because he groomed them purposely for his church business. But now that you are also taking commercial gigs outside, that it is conflicting with his calling, then what makes of him? And sometimes most of them that he groomed were now so much enticed with the amount of money they were getting outside than what they were doing in the church or in his church. That was his reason. Because according to him, yes, they were chasing money. That was the only thing he pointed out, to the fact that they were chasing money, because some of the gigs were not even competitive churches, but then were concerts from other countries and stuff. You know, sometimes we have some of these Nigerian musicians come to Ghana to come and play concerts and stuff. And they were being paid good. So according to Pastor Chris, he felt that it was one of the things that were enticing them. And again, putting them on a record label, the church owned everything in terms of whatever was produced. So it is only whatever they take outside the church that belongs to them. So to them also,
performance money.
So to them also, it is their performance outside that gets them something. But when it comes to what they get in church, it is we are giving you fame, and maybe somebody can honor you once in a while. Somebody can honor you with a gift, or the church will honor you. Yes,
you know the terms.
Anna.
They will honor you. Or they call it honorarium, and then they like honorarium.
Or somebody will bless you.
Yes. Now there's a term for it, honorarium. Now even the gospel musicians, they don't, when they are giving you their rider, they don't ask you, they don't tell you this is my performance fee. They write honorarium. Yes, honorarium 10,000, 20,000. Blessing fee. Yes. So now these are the terms they use. So it is with that Pastor Chris was talking about. I've seen another video of another pastor even vexing that they called the gospel musician, and the gospel musician gave him a rider to come minister in the church.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen some dark.
And the gospel musician gave him a rider. The rider more than Sarkodie. The musician is coming with like 14 people. 3 of them are taking the executive suite, 5-star hotel, first class ticket.
And
the rest will
vex.
The rest will do economy, and they share honorarium next year.
After what you win, yes, a man honorarium.
$10,000.
Gosh.
The pastor vexed to the cuckoo. But that is, like Chemo said, unfortunately, it is the transitioning from how church was run back then to how church is being run currently.
Okay.
Even before now, some few years ago, there was a huge conflict even in the Christian fraternity, of which some pastors or some men of God were even of the view that some of these people who work in the church needs to be paid.
Yeah.
And others also came to counter. For like 4 or 5 years, we've had this back and forth, even between pastors, and not even with the people outside the Christian community. So, Pastor Chris, the thing is that the people or the expectations did not meet, or the reason why he set up that record label, the people disappointed him. So it was as simple as, okay, you grooming somebody, hoping that the person will blow. Now as some blows, and now as some quiet, but the person blows too, and the direction changes. So to him, last year October there, even the people that were singing in the choir for him, he sacked all of them, especially the ones that were in the record label. Now he threw a different challenge to them that if you now want to come and minister, put it at the back of your mind or in your mind that you are not coming for any honorarium.
Wow.
If by any chance he is being led by the Spirit to bless you, he will bless you. If anybody in the congregation or anybody that is also touched by your ministration wants to bless you, they will bless and give it to you. Do whatever you are supposed to do. But when you are coming to minister, know that you are doing it for God, and it is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. You are just doing the work of God.
Not a business.
I have a feeling that sometimes our men of God should also know it is their work. Pastor Chris, is he saying that he does not make money from what he's doing as a founder of a church?
Billions of dollars.
He's doing the work of God.
So yeah, the guys are also doing the work of God.
But it's different. He's the pastor. He's the one closer to God and giving direction to the others.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
In being closer to God and doing the work of God, what he gets, why is he not sharing with them?
We can't share with you like that. I am more closer, you are not closer.
When he got divorced, the lady took half of them.
Look,
I have a feeling that
he is more closer.
These men of God, I think many of them are becoming greedy.
Well,
that is what
for their business. Yes,
many of them are becoming greedy because if you are working with people and you are making enough, why is that the little you give to them is hurting you?
This is why it goes beyond
understanding that. Is you are thinking
wait. No, it comes back to it. It comes back to it. If today, tomorrow, someone wants you as a pundit on another show, the person will give you 500. If I keep you here and I'll give you 1,000, where will you be at?
Obviously, I'll be here.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
But you see,
so these people who are running around.
And again, let's add this. You discovered me. So someone, you are giving me, let's say 1,000. Someone is giving me 1,002. And I decide to go for the 1,002. Sometimes you will feel hurt. Like, so are you not even considering the fact that I even discovered you. I made you who you are now.
200.
And for 200 they compensate you. So you will feel something. Maybe you will not get to the point that Pastor Chris is now, but you will still feel like Chemobile, you can let go of 200 and still take the 1,000. It's not, the difference is not that much. And I think that's what Pastor Chris is feeling.
And again,
he needs you for a show. But somebody is paying you higher, so you have forgotten about him.
And again, you see, the mentality is also different. You are thinking on, he is working for me and I'm paying.
Yes, you
are
purely business.
He is not seeing what you are doing as work.
So when he started the record label, what was he thinking about?
He was thinking about.
I think he was just doing that to entice them to stay. Because if he wasn't helping and one guy somewhere, secular person or whatever that they call them, discover that, hey, you are a good singer, I want to invest in you, they will stop the church.
It was with that he created the record label, because he realized that, okay, we groom these ministers in church. Kwame Eugene themselves started in church, but when they got somebody to invest in them properly, they left. And when they left, they did not even continue in the gospel line. They switched totally. Of which now you can't even benefit from them. If Kwame Eugene left the church and was still doing gospel, The person can say, oh, come and minister in my church. Oh, Papa, my Papa who discovered me has called me. They can go. But when Kwame Eugene left, he's singing secular songs. Because the person that invested in him is a secular person and is directing him to sing secular songs. So that was a total loss for the church. That is why he added that one, that he generalized the whole conversation aside the ones that disappointed him, saying that they are cheating the church because when they leave the church, they go even into the secular world, not even on the gospel lines that you can even benefit from them.
And his disappointment is that he wanted to keep them by setting up the record label.
That was
but now even the record label, the reason why he did the whole thing is to keep them.
Okay.
But rather, it is rather taking them out because the record label is pushing them to many people.
Yes.
And after being discovered by many people, they are leaving him. So he couldn't achieve his purpose of setting up the record label. Instead of keeping them, they are moving out. But I think his mindset is also the fact that he is not doing business. He is doing the work of God. But for the musicians, they are doing business. So there's a conflict there. That's why they will not stay.
Conflict between business and spirituality.
Well, Pastor Chris, very unfortunate. We are sorry. But it is our prayer that you find a way to solve these things and not to preach any animosity of the church against musicians. I think his position was too dry. Like his position was a wicked one. Because if the people in the church, you let them know that, oh, musicians, they are not the people we have to rely on. You have killed every person who is following music. And even in his church, he said they should kill every solo and those things. They should only do kwa. Because I know they're in the pub. So
we cannot discover you alone.
I
think
he has a private jet.
That's why I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this from greed side of view. I'm looking at this from greed point of view directly because you should share. Because look at the names you made out of Snatch and Co. Like big names. You think they will just lay down and not do anything because there is a certain church that they are supposed to perform to.
Anytime that you call, they have to appear.
It's unfortunate.
We made you.
But some days ago, we mentioned a story about Ohemaa, who is in the UK, and her issues with some people within the Stonebwoy camp. We also mentioned that if care is not taken, one day there will be other responses, and there will be more. As it stands now, the gentleman who was accused for sliding into the DM of Ohemaa Asante to either condemn her or to say some things to her because she had mentioned Shatawale is out. I remember on the day, Chemo was even suggesting that, but what is the guy saying? If he claims that Ohemaa should put out something, then he has it. What is he waiting for? He can also put it out. Maybe he listened to Chemo. I want to believe he watched Chemo. And he has heard Chemo's advice that put it out yourself if you have it. As I talk to you currently, the gentleman has put the information out. And he has added some explanation as to why he went to Ohemaa Asante's DM, said some things to her. And again, Ohemaa's reaction. We are sure going to listen to some of the things that the gentleman said. I hear his name is K Studios.
Yeah, K.
Okay, we are going to listen to
something.
Kwaku Kwachi. That is on his TikTok. We are going to listen to what he said. And when I come back, ask my people the narration of Ohemaa Asante, the narration of Stonebwoy's creative director, that is Kwaku Kwachi, aka K, and how we are understanding what is happening between them. Watch it. I'll be back.
Ohemaa Asante. Hi guys. Whatever message I sent to you, I didn't mean any harm. And I believe as humans, as we are, we all have conscience, we all have brains. Like, that comes with the self-role of the mind. So I believe we can choose to stand for something, and anybody with high moral value will stand up for the truth and what is right. whatever platform that you have, whatever that you are doing, it's none of my business. I don't care. And you can use your platform to do whatever that you want. But once your platform offends the works of other people, and since we are all in this industry, I know what goes, like, I know the hard work we put in, bro. It ain't easy. We know they sleep, we know they tired to do, we really tired, we they tired to just push the Ghana music, across the globe. We they tired to roll. Like, it's not funny anymore when you, like, after everything, after all the hard work, someone just picks up a phone and a ring light. No, I see the bang, or it's a danger, or it's a critical, so maybe or can I or discredit you be like, no, I can't basa, and this is what I sent you. This is the message I sent you, and I'm going to read it out for everybody to listen. I was like, when it comes to criticizing creators and their work, it's important to understand that this space demands responsibility, one that requires facts, thoughtful analysis, and meaningful references, rather than relying solely on feelings and opinions. Chasing hype may seem effective in the moment, especially when delivering content that grabs attention with bold captions and trending narratives. But over time, that approach risks sacrificing quality. Real impact comes from substance, from presenting insights that are well researched and balanced. If you focus on chasing hype alone, you may find yourself gaining temporary traction, but you miss the chance to create something truly powerful. Instead, strive to add value, underlined, to educate, underline, and to elevate conversation. That's how you build credibility and make a lasting difference. And when it comes to celebrating hardworking artists who are putting the nation on the map, applaud them directly and genuinely. And I realize that you even use the same words that I use. But me assure say me money by dream. So I realize that you used it in your submission, in your video. They deserve their flowers, not backhanded compliments laced with criticism. Let's be mindful of how we shape narratives, because our words can either build or break the very industry we claim to support. I added again, if the goal is to hold artists accountable or highlight gaps, that's fair, but it should be done with integrity and a genuine desire to uplift the space. Chasing hype might get attention, but real value comes from seeking quality, fostering meaningful conversations, and encouraging growth. Then I ended with this paragraph. Especially when you're addressing something as important as national artistry, this becomes even more crucial. Too often we hear statements like Ghanaian artists this, Ghanaian artists that, constantly framing our creatives in a negative light. But have you considered the impact of that? Are you unintentionally throwing more dirt on an industry that is already striving to grow and thrive? This was my submission to you, Ohemaa. Void of all sentiments. I'm like, let me just share this with you, because over the years, I know you've been a fan. Like, you've been a fan of Stonebwoy. I know how and that's how I know you from that distance. Say, oh, my man, they like your matter, because as you start, But then I realized, Charlie, they take this platform now. I don't know. You are just, I don't know. But once you call out, once you are actually addressing issues, or every time Ghanaian artist this, Ghanaian artist that, Ghanaian artist retete, I'm just trying to tell you that, it's not really helping, especially now that this industry is actually striving to grow and all of that. We all need to come together. This is how you introduce yourself on social media. My name is Ohemaa, and that's my profession. I strive for excellence. Thank you for following my journey. I intend to speak the truth, call a spade, and be teachable. I intend to celebrate hard work, applaud where necessary, acknowledge shine and light, not being mediocre. Cool. You may be offended, triggered, or flattered. I don't hesitate to shoot me a DM or comment your mind if your feathers are ruffled. Why is I go shoot you DM now? Then they feel some way about it. I shoot you a DM. And if we on cameras, how many cameras I go feel on right now from different angles. I go feel on all types of cameras. So from VHS 1990, take you to the 90s, bring you back to the 2000s, take you into the future. How many cameras I go feel on for you right now? But if you say we don't love to the talk, we don't love we love working more than talking. because, and it's not like some of us, we are dumb, or maybe we didn't go to school, or we don't have certificates, because that's why we are holding cameras, or we are photographers, or we are creators. Well, I studied land economy in KNUST. I have 2 other certificates added to my degree. I grabbed this certificate recently. This is what Donkey Ebenezer has successfully completed a certificate course in occupational health, safety, environmental quality, and radiation, and is therefore awarded an executive 2021. Recently, I bagged my project management certificate. It is sometimes no be say we no go fit talk. Yes, you kasa so kra na konko san na mu te bia na matete ahwe. Di en kasa by heart. We just go show working. But you know, go fit just they do analysis and some things then. And the Stonebwoy that you are talking about that unfollowed you or whatever, Stonebwoy wasn't following you in the first place. Stonebwoy, and you know what they pay me? The fact that even Stonebwoy, see, and one thing about Stone is he appreciates every fan. Stone, they feel reach out to his fans. Like, he doesn't care. He'll shoot you a DM. Even though his Instagram is managed by us, he'll shoot you a DM. He doesn't mind. He'll just send you a DM. And I can retrieve your conversation with Stonebwoy.
Well, let me come back to Roland, because Roland shared the videos from Kweku Kwachi, aka K, from Stonebwoy's camp. And I'm happy. I think Team Stonebwoy now, they are learning some things. And I want to say big shout outs to Sammy Flex TV for letting them know that if you're around an artist and you can talk, don't keep quiet. Don't let the artist do the talking. Do the talking. Now we have seen they are all getting involved and it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. So you guys should keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. Let the artist do his work. Keep defending. Munya 5 niye, more 5 niye, Mr. Jesse. Well, so what are you deducing from the banter so far?
Well, me, I am not surprised about K's response because I knew what would push him into DM like the lady. It was because the lady was a staunch fan of Stonebwoy.
Okay.
Has even had some form of interaction with Stonebwoy before.
Okay.
Even during Stonebwoy's recent event in London, before and after they had a conversation.
Oh, she chose that show over Lawyer Dempsey.
No, she went for both shows. Interestingly.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. She left here, went here. You know, it was an hour drive, something between shows. She went for both shows. So my own is that I know Kay also messaged her because they saw her as one of those people in like closer to them. Now the problem that I'm seeing here is nothing but ego clash, because Kay could have just corrected the lady on whatever he did not agree on. But when you check the message that Kay was talking about, nobody, even if the person, yes, I don't agree with the lady, but then the way Kay also entered into her DM and the kind of words he also used, some of them would still piss her off. Calling her a cloud chaser and somebody that do not have any knowledge in the industry. The moment you go that way, for somebody that has done few things, gather some form of attention and endorsement, the moment you spark such narrative in her DM, she will feel insulted. And that is why she came like that. Because personally, I said on the first one that the narrative that she made, among others, I don't agree.
Okay.
But would I go in that same manner? No. You understand? Because I wouldn't go calling her names. You nimshi, utiabo, you are ignorant. No, the moment you do that, she will flame up, because if not for anything at all, you may call her ignorant. You may say maybe she doesn't know anything. But she's been able to gather some form of listenership.
And she doesn't want you to refer to her as such.
Exactly. Whether private or open. She will clap back. And it is with that she came to do the video. So for K, me, I want to believe, I just know that he opened himself up for the lady to use him to get whatever attention she was looking for. He opened himself up. And to come and insinuate, yeah, me, I'm this, I'm that, I have certificate in it. Nobody is asking of your certificate. when you've been working with Stonebwoy for years now, nobody asked you of your certificate.
Yeah.
It is about the subject matter, what you think is right or wrong. Your certificate, no, they give sense.
Yeah.
If you get the certificate,
but for him, he was saying that it means that he is not just any other person. He's been studying, he's been working. So the lady shouldn't see her as
shouldn't see
just
him.
Shouldn't see him as just ordinary person in the industry doing.
You see, the lady did not. That is the mistake he made. The lady did not see him as an ordinary person. If not, she wouldn't have come out to do the video.
To mention him. Yeah.
If she saw you as somebody of no importance, she wouldn't have come out to do the video in the first place.
But the lady didn't really mention him. He mentioned Stonebwoy.
Because in terms of getting her message out,
Stonebwoy
it is the name Stonebwoy that will be the catalyst of the whatever message she was trying to send across.
Yeah.
So yes, and I am also saying that Senka guy no Ohemaa as important. She wouldn't have even addressed this matter. There are so many people that have DM'd her, even when she was doing this sabotage story here and there. But because she did not see them as important. But she came to, even aside replying you, also came to do a whole video for you. Meaning she saw you as somebody influential. So throwing your certificate here and there, it will not mean anything. Me, my own is that on so many of this conversation, I agree with Kay that especially on the subject matter, there were so many instances that the lady got it wrong.
Okay.
In terms of calling artist name, because what the conversation that she raised, there were so many factors that she ignored.
Maybe because she doesn't know.
Exactly. So the honest light on you to educate her. But the moment you go and tell her utiabo and you are ignorant, no, forget whatever education you want to give her. You wouldn't. And again, the timing. The timing also is one of the reasons that sparked this whole back and forth between Kay and Ohemaa.
Where timing means what?
Where timing means that now she recommended somebody that in her mind thinks is your competition.
Oh, okay.
And even just around that same time, you slide into her DM, coming to us it were insulted. So the first thing that will click her mind would be because I recommended somebody who is your competitor. That is why you are coming. Because from the beginning of this whole when they were going back and forth with the sabotage, you never entered into a DM. Perhaps whatever she was propagating or saying
was good for you.
So now that she's done the opposite, you are now coming. That is one of the reasons why she will flame up. So Kay should just relax. The thing there, it is what it is. He did not approach it right. That is my own. Even though he had a very good point, he did not approach it right. That is why he fell into the lady's trap. Simple. Maybe next time he would learn from it and try to communicate whatever he wants to communicate better. Because me, I've done about 2 editorials for Ohemaa Asante already, disagreeing with her on some of her topics that she raised. You understand? So it is not a big deal. To me, it is not a big deal. Just that the timing was wrong, and the whole perception around the conversation did not land well for Ohemaa Asante.
I see. Well, Chamo.
Yeah, me too. I think the biggest issue, or the biggest thing that Kay got it wrong is the timing. The timing will be the first thing. In fact, even if you did not think about it, that this is not the right time for me to send a message, it's like, okay, you made a wrong move. Someone is taking advantage of it. And that's exactly what Ohemaa Asante is doing. She could have also sent him a message privately, but she didn't do that because she saw that this is a perfect time for me to hit. The reason is I've recommended somebody that openly or many people don't see me as a fan of, which is Shatawale. I'm openly for the other side. And somebody from the other side is coming to school me or say certain things that I'm not happy with, then this is the time for me to also hit back. Say that it is because of the recommendation that I made. So for me, I think the timing is the first thing. The first thing that the guy got wrong, K got wrong.
Okay.
And again, in his submission, the message that he sent to Ohemaa Asante, the way that he was saying it, I mean, it was giving, let me borrow Ohemaa Asante's word, it was giving a vibe that you don't know what you are talking about, so you better learn or don't talk about this. And obviously, nobody will be happy when at a point that they feel that I am in for good, I may be an influencer to some extent. You can't talk to me like that. I think if you put all of these things together, obviously Ohemaa Asante will not just sit down and will not just respond to you. No, she will respond. The difference here is that she could have done it privately, like the way that you did it. But no, she's now burning the bridges. That's how I see it. That's what happened. Because after all, for her, you didn't come in good faith. You came in to insult me. That's how Ohemaa Asante sees it. Yes. You came in to insult me. So why should I consider the relationship that we had long time ago, or the relationship that I am in your camp, or I support you? No, I will just burn it and move on to the next level. And it is working for Ohemaa Asante. Because when you read comments under her video, it is positive for her.
But the comment too, when you read under K's video too, it was positive for him.
Yeah, so that is it. I mean, now the separations and the camps that people belong to is what is happening here. So for me, I think K did a wrong move. But yes, I have watched the video. The message that he sent, I think I will agree with him about 80 to 90%. Yeah. Based on Ohemaa Asante's presentation, I will agree with K. But he made a wrong move, and he should learn from it. Otherwise, this one is not so serious. There will be some of them that you may not come back from it. Because people looking at you, people that feel that you are part of their team may not be happy with you. Even when you went in with clear intentions.
It turned out
bad. And the debt is not on you. It is on the team. It is on the principal here. Stonebwoy will be the one that people will be bashing or saying certain things against, not you, Director K. So when you are making moves like this, you have to be careful. Think about those things before you do it. I've watched a video that somebody was saying that the first time that he saw Ohemaa's video, the only thing that came to his head was, Stonebwoy saw a petty sir. You see, the guy did not say Director K was petty, but rather Stonebwoy. So your move will go against Stonebwoy. So you have to be careful the way you do it. For me, I think he had no bad intention just from the message. But the message was a bit insulting to Ohemaa, and at the same time, it went the wrong time. At the wrong time is the time that he sent the message. So he should just deal with it. It was just a wrong move, and he should be careful next time.
Wow.
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetekwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 02-4463-1771 or 0553209514. Come, explore and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tete Kwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
Ohemaa Asante, big shout outs to you. I know at the moment you are now feeling the heat, how things are done.
Yes.
So that next time when you are talking, you not just be chap. Yesterday I actually sent her a message. He said, hey, you are now feeling it. Said, Charlie, you got to love Ghana. So, that's how it is. So Ohemaa, it is like that. The game is like that. When you are behind it, you see clearly. But when you come closer, the whole thing will become some confused states in your eyes. So I want to believe you are also picking a thing or two from this. That our industry is hard. Maybe whatever is happening, she saw it to be yes, you. But I don't know. Adaniama, now people are doing videos for you left, right, and center. Yeah. Man go learn. Time go tell.
You want to?
No, man go learn. Time go tell. I swear. Now, I also want us to look at this, maybe before you run away from here. And Nana McBrown. She seems to be advising career women in the creative arts industry. And after listening to her advice, I'm asking, hey, is this the best one? Or maybe there are some more options out there that she can use to advise these ladies. According to Nana McBrown, to her, she's thinking that if you can, build your career first. Get all the necessary connects that you get first. Build houses, in fact, be known, win awards on billboards everywhere. When you are done getting all these things, then you come to us and we give you belly. Then you can start a family. That's what Nana McBrown is saying, because she's using her story. She doesn't regret it at all that she built her career before starting a family. Because now, look at her. The most popular brand ambassador in Ghana. 1,000 billboards. Nana McBrown is sitting on all of them throughout the country. Go to north, east, south, and west, and he's everywhere. So she is also advising career ladies in the creative arts that, ladies, take your time. Don't rush. Make the money. Get the ambassadorial deals. Feature in the movies. Be in music videos. When you are done with all this and you see that, sikane guhui, then now you can come back to say, I want to start a family. Nana McBrown's advice is solid. Well, she spoke in this interview. Let's watch a brief version of the interview. When I come back, I pick the views of my people. What do they think about this advice from Nana McBrown? Watch it. I'll be back.
I want to be married before I have a child. However, whilst building my career, in between, I was crying because I feel like I'm not giving birth. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes when I see my mates and their kids, I feel like, ish, will I even give birth? Wow, it looks like I'm not ready and I'm not working towards it. Why? So I started working towards it, and yet it was not coming. I cry sometimes. But in my era, we are fortunate to have technology and science. That's why I could do IVF. In between the time that I was doing medications, I asked the doctors, okay, what if it doesn't come naturally? Is there a possibility of having a child? And they were like, oh, now there's IVF and surrogacy, and people can do that for you. But I said, no, I won't choose surrogacy now. I'll choose the IVF. Let me try. If it doesn't work for me, I was ready to do like 5 times of the IVF. If it doesn't work, then I go for the other option. But fortunately for me, I gave birth when I was like 41 years into my 42.
I had my last one at 39, so almost 40.
And I feel like I don't regret chasing my career before having.
Well, Chamo, you can do this still. Social pressure.
Social pressure boss.
Yeah, this one social pressure boss.
I'm really disappointed.
Why?
Like Nana McBrown will give such.
She doesn't want you to struggle. She doesn't want you to go through hardship. Now today, look at her. Too much money.
Yes.
Nana McBrown, too much money.
Yes.
Start off.
Oh, obviously. So getting money, there's nothing wrong in getting money. But there are certain things that she didn't consider just giving the advice. because she wasn't just about focus on your career and make money. She was also saying that after that, then come and give belly. Come and give. That's where the problem is. That's why I'm disappointed. Because the kind of man that you want to have a baby with, it's not in store that you use that money to go and buy. That's not how it works. So for you to be thinking about focus on your career, and you think that man, the man with the standard that you're looking for, the man with the looks that you're looking for, will be waiting for you to build your career before you go and then fetch him in a store or somewhere waiting for you. It's not like that.
Okay.
So for her to just miss that thing, that's why I'm disappointed. Because on your way to the top, on your way building your career, you may meet that perfect man or the right man for you.
Yeah.
But you'll be so focused on your career that you'll miss it.
Yeah.
And most of the lady, that's what happens to them.
It has happened to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's not telling them that, yes, it is better to focus on your career, but on your way up, just be careful, or you should also be looking to get the right man who can help you to build, or who can even help you to get to wherever that you are going. She missed that. And that's my disappointment. And in fact, there's a lot of evidence, there are a lot of proof that if you are a lady and you don't get the man that you are looking for at the time that you are coming up and you get the fame, forget it. You will not. And there are so many examples. So I don't know why she will ignore all those things and talk the way that she's talking. All the career, the famous career women that we know, it's either they marry very early before getting to where they are, or they are single. That's what is happening. For those that you know that they are married, they are having their family, they are okay. They married before getting the fame. If you get the fame before you marry, there's an issue for you. You have to compromise. And you will compromise a lot, including Nana McBrown. So for her to still ignore all the other factors and to advise that focus on your career, get money, build houses and all those things, two things will happen. You can either be in the category of the famous women that you know. I won't mention them today. You can be in their category, or you will be single. It's as simple as that. And we have good example in the system. The famous women who are not going to get married, they are there always coming up with issues. Is it a taboo to marry someone who is younger than you? Is it wrong to marry someone that you are above in the society and all those things? Those women are there. They are not married. The reason is that if they go for somebody that social class they are better than or they are higher than, they know that people will come for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't like that one. And again, if they go for somebody that people think that they are the one going to take care of those men, they are also in trouble. They don't also want that, so they are in their place. But there are some people, they don't care. They will even show their husbands and tell people that I take care of.
And
I take care of this guy.
And
so that's the choice that you have if you just focus on your career. It's either you are going to marry and take care of your man, or you won't marry. Because when you get to that level, you don't get your co-equal, if I have to put it that way. Yes. The man that will also build and be famous like you will not be interested in you.
Yeah.
And the reasons are many, including even age. They will consider a younger person. They will consider somebody who will not be competing at home. Like if I say, I'm going for a show, you two are going for a show, who will take care of our kids? If I say, oh, now I need to be in this meeting, you two, you need to be in that meeting. It won't work. Yeah. So if they have made it like the way that you have made it, they won't agree to marry you, because it will not work. It will not be compatible. So focusing on your career, you will not going nobody, the men that you want, will not be waiting for you to build your career for them. And then you come for them. No, it won't happen. You only get ones who wants to be taken care of. Let me put it that way. Yes.
Okay.
There are some men that they don't want to work. They want to be taken care of. So you can build your career and then get one of those people. Then they will be.
I'll point to it.
I'm
I'm
not pointing. They will be carrying your bags. They will be moving with you and all those things. Yes, they are there. So if that's what you are looking for, then I think Nana's advice is a good one. But if you are really looking for a man that you consider that this is the one that I trust, this is the one that I think can lead me in my family and all those things, then Nana's advice will not be a good one because you can't get it both ways. It is difficult. So my advice, or I think Nana McBrown should polish it by telling them that on your way to the top, do well to find a man that can move you to the top or that can go with you. Instead of you trying to be there before you look for that man, it won't happen.
I see. Ro, let's get your opinion on this one as well.
As I mean, this conversation, you know, the funny thing is, she left the things that you are going to compromise and the sacrifices out of the advice. That is what makes it risky. So some people that may not also consider the things that they would compromise or the things that they are going to sacrifice will take it, build a career, reach there. Nobody is saying no woman should build any career. Build it, reach there, and when they get there, then they realize that it is lonely at the top.
Yeah.
Then they realize that the people that they were looking for were not there. Even if they are there, they are not there for them.
Even if they are there,
they are not there for them.
Yeah.
They are there for other people who are also coming. And that is it. The factors, like Jemo said, are many. You see, her advice is like, okay, build your career to a certain level. At the end of the day, it is an offspring that you want. It is a child that you want.
Yeah.
Find somebody, give birth, and you are done. You can just continue.
They are at the shop that you
can just continue with your life. But forgetting that, even if it is like that, get there, find somebody, give birth. If you are even to take 10 people, it is only about few ones or few ladies that can say, I am keeping the children. If you don't take care and you find somebody through and you give birth with the person, the probability that if the person also has some form of status, which you at the top, you'll be yearning for, if you get that person and you give birth with the person, and the person also has a higher status, the children that you would want to boast of would not be yours, technically.
Yeah.
Because untimi kan jeme so ne despite awo akwala no wo ho. Enye adwuma. Une your friend is saying, Dele, Chief Dele,
Mamu.
Yes, enwo e makwala ne wo ho. Oni kweku tin wo e makwala ne wo ho. Regardless of your status may not meet theirs. So forget about you owning the children. It will not happen. And if the children also bears their name, case die. So what will happen to you now wanting to have children at that time? It will not. And the other one that you would have to do is, okay, you now, if you really want to get to that level, you would have to sacrifice something. And that thing that you are going to sacrifice will be the good relationship that, or the relationship that you would have wished to be in. You will not get it. And listen, Paul, I'm sure Delay will hear this and she will laugh. I'm sure Delay will hear this and she will laugh.
I know.
Even because of some of the things that she's been saying recently on social media. Yes, on her way to the top, she sacrificed part of it.
Yeah.
It is one of it. She sacrificed part of it because at a point, she felt getting into a relationship was kind of a distraction. Yes, a waste of time and a distraction to her. So she had to sacrifice it. Now she's here. Okay, she's looking for it. And it is either you go for the NSM
Abrokwa camp.
What would you?
Yeah, man.
NSM on my matrimonial bed. And this it will be very difficult. And because of that, even if you would want to compromise and go for that one, it is either you also have to kill your mind on society backlash. Because with that, it will also come with its own consequences. So, me, I believe that the best advice would be, on your way to the top, unye be afa, or even assess yourself, know what you want and at what point. Because there are some people who are in the space that are not looking for the fame Nana McBrown has. They are just looking for a little upliftment in their social status so they can get the type of man they want. A typical example is Mimi and Danny. You understand? Some of them, they don't yearn for that higher status. It is just about, okay, what I can use to help me do businesses and stuff. Get somebody, marry, settle down, That's why there are some female musicians that, like Aki, went outside, got married, she's done. She's done. She was asked to choose between, at a point, she said she was asked to choose between family and her career. She chose family. She chose to build a family, and that is the sacrifice. You would have to sacrifice something. The thing there, getting what you want, you can't get both. And even if you get both, you will still not have peace of mind. And then they forget it. I know people who go and mention Jay-Z and Beyonce. You have no idea.
Oh, no. I said, and China, Jay-Z, Trafa, Beyonce,
and I make her say, even if you get both, the peace of mind that you think you will get, you will not get it. So the thing there, it is either you choose which one you prioritize. If you choose family, that is building your family, know that whichever status that you are looking for, you would have to sacrifice part of it. And if you choose that social status too, or the career as they would call it, they know that either the entire family structure, you would sacrifice it, of which you won't, or it will be very difficult for you to get married, or you sacrifice part of it, which is you can get married, get the status, and you divorce. Just like other, including Nana McBrown. She got it, she sacrificed the other half of the family, got divorced, and just rose to the top like that. And she's still rising. That's it. Because rising to the top, now the marriage has been sacrificed. And you can't get it all. You can't get it, unfortunately. And the advice in there, the young girls, if they would want to take some of this advice, they should also consider the sacrifices around it that she did not mention. The compromisation around it that she did not also mention. And know that at the end of the day, upewe and upewe. Choose one.
Well, this is how we are ending today's edition of Showbiz Daily. I told you that it's going to be full of information, knowledge, and ideas shared by my pundit, Roland Amate, as well as Intim Dodu Solomon. Now to you, it is also up to you to pick a thing or two from this and even suggest some ideas or information to us in the comment section. And again, remember to also subscribe to us. We do this with you and for you as well. Let me say thanks to the producers, Theophilus Degosh, Desert, as well as man like Sam Tuga. My name is Sammy Flex. We are sure going to meet again in our next video right here on this channel. We are out of here till we meet again. Bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Fact check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it, check it. Put sugar level, fact check it, check it, check it. Fact check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.